Shalom, bear with me 1 second.
Meanwhile, Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin sending an ominous message to the West during their three-day summit this week. As new concerns rise, they are looking to undermine the U.S. dollar. Take a look at this. Vladimir Putin announced this week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if the emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there's a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency being that, having that status has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance and we would lose our superpower status.
Monica, the world.
All right, hey, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Before I get started with this live lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you came out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, is pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right. Back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit. The Rakakwadash. All right. It's all the Spirit, various topics. And the question posed, do you believe us yet? All right. Do you believe us by now? Do you understand? All right. Is your mind ready for what's getting ready to happen? All right. And the reason why I played that video, because as we know, this U.S. dollar is pretty much on life support. All right. This thing is about to crash. Right. So we're preparing all you out there to embrace. All right. For that impact. All right. Your life in Babylon the Great, America is about to completely change. All right. And this is what's been on the mouths of the prophets, man. All right, to warn you, all right, of the economic woes, all right, the calamities that the Lord is about to bring upon this place. That's why I said, do you believe us by now? Okay, because really it doesn't matter if you do believe or not. All right, because essentially what? Prophecy is still going to come to pass. All right, let's make that point. All right. This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3, and it reads, Romans verse 3, it says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai without effect? So just because you don't believe, is that going to stop the prophecies from coming to pass? All right? Is that going to stop the judgments that are going to happen upon Babylon the Great and the people in it? All right? But what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Romans 3 and 4. God forbid, yea, let God be true, let Yahweh Shema Shai be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. And we coming into the time where the Lord is going to be completely justified in his sayings, all right, in his words, in his prophecies, man. Okay? Because there's no stopping this thing. All right? This thing is full speed. All right? And this is why we're telling you to spiritually, all right, gird up your loins, all right, to get ready. Okay? Even going on with Kenya, there's a video that brother shared going in pretty much how Russia paid off the debt in Kenya, so they don't have any more debt to America, and they actually are joining forces with Russia and China, right? Pursuing it to the Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. All right, the scriptures talk about how Magog and Gog should be a guard unto these nations, because we're seeing the alliances being formed amongst the nations, because those nations are preparing for war against America. All right, this is happening. You see that? Hey, Shalom, Mak. Real quick, 2nd Ezra 15, because like we said, do you believe us yet? Okay, what's the hold up? Right? But like I said, it really don't matter if you believe or not. All right, because this thing is full speed. All right, it's not going to stop. The prophecies are popping. All right, 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. All right, my people, talking about you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics. All right, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. All right, it says, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So everything that's being told to you by the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, is all true. These words that are written are faithful and true. Revelation 22 and 7. And it reads, we'll start at verse 6. Revelation 22 and 6, it says, and he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord power of the holy prophets sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. Verse 7, the point, Revelation 22 and 7. And behold, I come quickly. All right? And brothers have been going into that as well. The Lord said, Yahweh Shema Shai said that he's coming quickly. All right? Look at how prophecy is taking off. All right? Everything is happening. The scriptures say that he shortened the days for the elect's sake. All right? Those are all indicators that what? That the Lord, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, is coming quickly. All right? The scriptures even say that the Lord was going to do he said he was going to do a short work upon the earth. Okay? So everything is like this right now. All right? Overdrive. Right? Revelation 22 and 7, behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. All right? So blessed is he that keepeth forth the words that are written, the prophecies. All right? That have the eyes to see. All right? And the ears to hear spiritually. Right? So let's go back. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 2. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, which is these prophecies, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say in Isaiah 34 that none shall want our mate. All right, none of these shall fail. Okay, pertaining to the prophecies. None of these prophecies that are written shall fail or will fail, man. All right, none shall want to mate. No book on the earth can be compared to the Holy Bible, man. All right. So how do you not believe? But we know why, right? We know why you don't believe. All right, because you're not of the Lord's sheep. The Lord said, Yahweh Shai said that my sheep heareth my voice and they follow me. All right, and the voice is pertaining to what? The true doctrine, the prophecies, the oracles, man. All right. 2 Ezra 15:3, it says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right. So scoffing and shit talking and whatever. You trolling on the comment board, all that shit is played out now. All right. And we saw a decrease over the years. Because as we got close, especially when we started getting into the years of 2018, 19, and 20 and on up, we saw all of that scoffing basically decrease. Because there's really nothing else that you can really say, man. All right, everything that the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shema Shai have been speaking unto you, starting with our apostles and elders, it's been coming to pass. How can you scoff against that? And if you are, hey, you're just a demon. All right, and the Lord has reserved your ass for destruction. Pretty much. Okay, it's time to put folly aside, man. It's time to grow up. All right, like the elders in Dallas say, it's time to grow the hell up right now, man. All right, all the playing and ha and hee and all that shit is over with, man. Right now, hey, we're facing the straight gate, man. The scenario of life and death is set before you. All right, you're gonna have to choose one. All right, who are you gonna serve? Yahweh Shema Shai, Satan, man. All right. So let's go back. 2 Ezra 15:3, it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? The point, verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. This is what we're trying to tell you people, man. All the unfaithful. And we're talking about, when I say you people, we're talking about our people, man. All right? You Israelites. Okay? You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics. All right? You Israelite foreigners that have been scattered abroad that believe in this message. This word is talking to you. Okay? So the scriptures say, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right? That's what's going to happen to you. If you don't believe, you're going to perish. All right? You're going to be thrust through. The Lord said, hey, if you want to be joined hand in hand with the society, all right, in a lack of better words, you're going to be thrust through with the sword. All right? You're going to perish right along with America. This is what the Lord is saying. If you don't come out and hurt my people, if you don't repent, all right? If you don't change your if you don't change your mind, okay? That's what's going to happen. Verse 5, it says, all right, verse 5, it says, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, excuse me, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, right? And these factors are all talked about in the media. It's all in the news, man. All right, I did a lesson yesterday going into the poly crisis, man, which is all being orchestrated. It's all man-made, all right, going back to the elites, all right? Pressure from above and pressure from below, all right? The Hegelian dialect, all right? This is their way by setting forth this poly crisis, which is basically crises on every side of the earth right now that are happening, that are having the people in a state of confusion and distress. By pushing this, all right, this is their way of forwarding what they call big government, all right? And really the big government is really, you know, the technocrats, the WEF, the WHO, the World Health Organization, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, all these major secret groups of the elites of Esau. All right, this is really the big government, and they're using these crises to forward their agenda, which involves famine, the sword, death, and destruction, which is all the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, which he's using Esau on the left-hand side. All right? Remember, the Lord controls both the good and the evil. I, the Lord, do all these things, man. All right? Thus saith the scriptures, thus saith the Lord. So anyway, reading on, verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So now we're in a time of what? The judgment phase. All right? Where shit is about to hit the fan, where shit is about to get real out here, man. Everything that we've been telling you day in and day out, week in and week out, on the unicorn, out there in the highways and hedges, is going to hit you in your fucking face. Right? Reality is about to settle in on a lot of individuals out there that took this word for granted. This is what we're telling you. So do you believe us yet? All right? Let me get a scripture. All right? 2 Chronicles. I should have got this a little earlier, but I'm going to get it now. All right? 2 Chronicles chapter 15. Okay? 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse, bear with me. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13, it says that whosoever would not seek the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai of Israel, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So the Lord, he not sparing nobody, man. Right? Just like how he told those angels in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, all right, to go through the city of Jerusalem and smite. Right? He says, slay utterly old, young, man, woman, child, and maid. Okay? So those that are not truly seeking the Lord power of Israel, all right, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. All right? Judgment is coming upon the world, upon everybody. All right? But we pray to be covered in that time, man. You see? Let me get some more. Right? Bear with me. Just want to make a point on that. This is this is Revelation 21 and 8. And it reads, it says, but the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. You see that? So all of these people that embody these characteristics here, all right, you're going to taste of the second death. It said the fearful and unbelieving. We just read that in 2 Ezra 15 and verse 3, all right, or verse 4, that all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness, right? Because the Lord has those spirits reserved unto punishment, reserved unto fire. So the video that I played in the beginning, all right, which was going into the pretty much the US dollar. Let me pull it back up. All right, bear with me. Pretty much the US dollar losing its dominance. All right, Russia and China coming together in an alliance, all right, and becoming a great force. All right, and you just had like I said, you just had Kenya that joined with them. All right, and now these nations are coming together, right, to do away with the petrodollar. All right, this is why you had the BRICS that was mentioned. All right, so like I said, the dollar bill is on life support, man. Like the previous lesson I did, hey, the bag is about to go poof, be gone, right? But do you believe us yet? All right, what's stopping you from believing? Right? What can't you get with? Why can't you agree? Right? What's the problem? Right? You better get it, and you better get that shit fixed, right? Because if you don't, you're gonna get put to death. Right? Who are you? Who are you to disagree with the Lord, man? Right? Who the hell are you? Right? Ezekiel 12, real quick. Right? Because you niggas got some nerve. Straight up. You got some nerve to not believe, man. To disagree with the will of the power, man. Right? There's consequence for that. Right? Ezekiel 12, real quick. Ezekiel 12:21, it says, "And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth?" And that's the proverb amongst our people, all right? That everything, all the vision and prophecies fail. You know, we've been hearing about the end of the world, all right? We've been hearing about the destruction and Armageddon and all these things happening to the earth, all right? They say that they say that these visions, these prophecies are prolonged. All right, verse 23, Ezekiel 12:23, it says, "Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease." This is what the Lord is saying. All right, all that tough talk, all that, you know, all the conversations about how you got time, you know, we got plenty of time left. The Lord said he's going to cause that saying, that proverb to cease. He's going to stop it. He's going to cut it off. "I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." This is what we're telling you, man. The days are at hand. We're talking about right now. The effect of every vision, the prophecies are coming to pass, right? You ain't got a lot of time left like you think, all right? Time is not on your side, nigga, right? Repent or perish. You see? Let me add on real quick before I finish out. Okay? Real quick, bear with me. Where's that scripture? I think it's Zephaniah, right? I believe it's Zephaniah, right? Yeah, let me see. Zephaniah 1:14, it says, "The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, it is near, and hasteth greatly," meaning it's coming fast. All right? Romans 13:11, "For our salvation is nearer than we believe." Right? The reason why our salvation is nearer than we believe, because all of this shit is moving fast as hell. Right? Faster than what we actually understand. Okay? Because, hey, look, we live in a society where all the news and everything is controlled, right? So there's a lot more going on in the earth than we actually know of, you know? Even, hey, the mainstream media, the alternative media, all that shit is controlled, but we understand that the Lord is doing a lot of things around the planet Earth that's actually being reported. This is how we know that our salvation is really near, more near than we actually believe. All right, so going back, Zephaniah 1:14, "The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, it is near, and hasteneth greatly." You see? "Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly." See that? That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. All right, a day of the trumpet, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. All right, which the high towers would represent the elites of Esau, man. All right, their day is coming. Their day of reckoning is coming. Verse 17, "I will bring distress upon men." All right, look what's going on the earth. People are stressed. Distress, anxiety, perplexity. Okay? People see that, look, the economy is about to crash. Okay? People are going without. Famines, lack of money and resources. How are they going to make it? How are they going to pay their rent, pay their bills? People are homeless, can't afford housing, rent. All right? The Lord said he was going to bring distress upon all men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and their dust shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Neither shall their silver, nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh Shema Shai's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of my jealousy, by the fire of his jealousy, for he should make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So this thing is going to be fast. All right, the Lord is going to make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land of America, Babylon. Okay, and he said that neither your silver and your gold is going to deliver you in the wrath. Okay, so that shows you that the silver and the gold is what? It's tied back to the money. Your money ain't going to save you. The money is about to disappear. Okay, China and Russia are coming together to do away with the petrodollar, man. Other nations included. All right, they're coming with their own. They're coming with their own currencies, man. Okay, it's going to be a global catastrophe. Okay, so going back once again, do you believe us? Ezekiel 12:23. Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord, power. I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, the effect of every vision. For there should be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. So there's not going to be any more empty, vain predictions that's going to come out of Israel, man. Really dealing with you false prophets, all right? Because that word flattering, all right, which goes back to the Hebrew word chalakwa, right, which means smooth, flattery, slippery, deceitful, okay? It's going to be no more of that when these things come to pass, especially when the C-hip is mandated, all right? That's going to shake up the world, as the elder Apostle Tahar said. When that prophecy comes to pass, that's going to shake up the planet Earth. And you're going to know that the true prophets were among you. All right? See, we're in a time where you can't wing it no more. All right? You can't just be out here saying what the hell you want to say, because you're going to have to give an account thereof. When it all comes to pass, it ain't going to be no more gray areas, no more loopholes. All right? No more slipping out the back door, especially with you niggas in them other camps. Right? You're going to have to address the congregation head on. All right? The people got questions. You need to have answers. Okay? But all y'all niggas are going to be found out in that time, and it's going to be beautiful. All right? Because the Lord is going to break up that faulty foundation. All right? Remember, these guys' foundation was built upon sand. It wasn't established upon that rock, which was Yahushua, man. So it's all going to fall apart in that time. Right? Ezekiel 12:24. For there should be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. Verse 25, for I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, and say of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua will no longer be delayed, as men would think. All right? The prophecies are rolling. All right? No more empty speeches. No more vain divinations, man. All right? We're not here to give you the smooth words. Matter of fact, let me get that, because that's what Jake want to hear. All right? Jake want to hear us up here on a platform talking about some America's economy is going to bounce back. Things are going to get better. That's what you really want to hear. Right? Isaiah 30 and 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that's what Jake really wants to hear. They don't want to hear the harsh realities of the scriptures, of the prophecies, man. They want to hear smooth things. They want to be prophesied deceits. All right? But we ain't here to give you that. We're here to give you the truth. All right? The straight gate, the bitter, man. All right? So going back, finishing it out. Ezekiel 12:26, again, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, came to me, saying, son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesy of the times that are far off, right? These times are not far off, right? Though it tarry, wait for it. It shall surely come. It will not tarry. All right? Everything, all the heavy hitters, the sea hip, all right? The famine in the land, Jacob's trouble, okay? The persecution of the saints, the believers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All these things are on the table, man. Okay? Amalek being revealed, the wicked, right? So anyway, reading on, Ezekiel 12 and 28, it says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there should none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So these words that the Lord has spoken are happening, right? Whether you choose to see or not. All right, the words of the Lord are being fulfilled right now, man. Prophecy is happening. America's about to get judged. All right. Matter of fact, let's go pull this back up real quick. All right, we mentioned about the Kenya thing. Let's play a little bit of that. All right, bear with me. See if I can pull it up. I'm just gonna play it off the speakers here. All right, bear with me. All right, hold on 1 second. It's loading up. I'm trying to see if it'll play. And if it don't play, we'll move on to the scriptures. All right.
All who work numbers, I am giving you.
Come on, man. Salakia, bear with me. It was just playing.
That those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
Now, who you just saw was the president of Kenya. He basically telling his citizens that they need to get rid of their U.S. dollars, because in a matter of weeks, it won't mean anything.
That's right.
See, the reason why he is saying that, because Africa was in debt to the United States. But why everybody was paying attention to TikTok case and being distracted with shit, what Putin did was Putin paid off the debt that Africa owed America. So now Africa no longer owes America anything. So now that Putin has paid off the debt for Africa, Africa decided to join alliance with China and Russia. So now China, Russia, and Africa have joined together. Their military and everything will be as one. They have teamed up now. And Africa has already declared that whatever China and Russia need at this point, that they will assist them and they will join them into doing whatever they need to be done. So America has already collapsed. The dollar bill has already collapsed. No one wants.
So that's the point, man. The point is that this dollar is going down, man. They got it. The C hip is here. They got to push this thing. That's why we've been saying, hey, you devils, just come on with it. All right, do what you got to do for the sake of prophecy. Stop stalling. All right, it's on deck. All right, Elon Musk. All right, they're trying to put this thing in people's brains. All right, you know they already got certain military officials and all of that chipped up. Okay, that's gonna be the new way of buying and selling. Right, so they got to do what the hell they got to do and get rid of this money. Remember, America's broke. They got to go to war. Okay, it's happening. Whether you believe it or not, do you believe us yet? All right, Ezekiel 38. Let's go there real quick. All right, like I said, this is various topics in the spirit, man. Okay. So this is Ezekiel 38, verse 1. It says, in the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai came unto me, saying, all right, it says, And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. This represents Russia. Okay? And it says, set thy face against the land of Gog and Magog, because, hey, them Russians, they Edomites too. They Edomites too. All right? And them Edomites over there in Russia, they're going to get judged too. Right? It says, because like Putin said, there's no victor in nuclear war. So when America shoots the missiles over there and Russia shoots the missiles over here, all right, there is no victor in that. All right, it's just going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and the Lord's going to set up. He's going to set up the Israelites. All right, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the Lord is going to allow those Russian Edomites to destroy these American Edomites and vice versa. All right, because Esau is the end of the world. Esau is going to end himself. And Jacob is the beginning that followeth. So if you want to, so really I should say the victor is Israel. The Israelites, we going to win. And the Lord is going to use these devils to destroy themselves. All right? It's a beautiful story. Ezekiel 38, verse 3, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, all right? Which this is, concerning Russia, the regions around Russia, right? It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, all right? So basically the Lord has reformatted that power of Russia, all right? And now they're back in that USSR spirit, that Soviet Union spirit, right? It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army and horses and horsemen, and all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, which is going to be the missiles, man. All right? Because Russia's technology is far more superior than America's nuclear capability, man. And they know that. That's why you had the, what's the guy's name? The general. His name was, bear with me. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right. His name was General, his name was General Mike Milley or something like that. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right. I got it here. He had made the quote some years ago. He said that pretty much Russia, he said that Russia was the only nation that was capable of destroying the United States. All right. And this is one of America's top commanding generals that said this. All right. So they know. It was already written. It was already prophesied that America was going to lose. All right. As it is written in the Holy Scriptures. I just want to find it. Bear with me real quick. Let me see if I can just find a quote. All right. Because RT had posted it. All right. And that's where I had got it from. All right. Let me see. I got a ton of pics. Give me one more second. I want to see if I can pull it up. If not, it's all good. The quote was made. All right. I don't think I can pull it up. Hold on, we might be there. I think I'm getting close. All right, bear with me, bear with me. Am I getting close or no? All right. Yeah, I pretty much I can't find it. So yeah, we just gonna move. Oh, here we go. That's the spirit. Hey, Barakatah Yahweh Shema Shai. So like you said, let me see if I can put it in the screen. All right. So you don't think we're making this up. Okay. Let's see, put it a little closer. All right. So he said, because of Russian, quote, he said, because of Russian nuclear capabilities, they are the only country on earth that is capable to destroy the United States. Mark Milley, Army Chief of Staff General. All right, this is what he said. So this fulfills Ezekiel 38, right? Let's read that last verse again in verse 4. Ezekiel 38:4 says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed all sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All right. So Russia is the only country, because of Russia, it says because of nuclear capabilities, because of Russian nuclear capabilities, they are the only country on earth that is capable to destroy the United States. All right. All of them handling swords. They got the technology. All right. The nuclear weaponry. Verse 5. Persia, which is Iran, which Russia and Iran are allies. All right. And which also Iran is beefing with Israel. Iran is going to shoot the missiles on Israel, which is going to get America involved in Russia. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Do you see the correlation? Right? It's all right there. All right? Ezekiel 38:5. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya. All right? And these are countries in Africa. As we just heard in the video, how Africa was going to make the alliance with Russia and China now. See? Ethiopia and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, all right, which is a part of Europe. All of his bands, the house of Togarmah, which goes back to Turkey. You see? Of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see that? So now you're seeing, as I said earlier, you got the alliance going on with these nations that are aligned with Russia. All right? And it said, be a guard unto them. So Russia is going to protect Iran and those nations that they had made covenants with, that they're making deals with you know, they're going to be a guard unto them. All right? So basically, as I always go into, this is the Lord's movie, and the Lord is basically setting up the teams. All right, he's setting the teams up for the All-Star game, man. You know, the West versus the East. All right, and then eventually the teams are gonna clash in the Valley of Yehoshaphat. Right. Well, World War III, the War of Armageddon, is going to take place. All right, in the Valley of Decision, as the scriptures tell you in Joel the 3rd chapter. That's where it's going to take off at. All right. So this is all the puppeteering of the Lord, if you will, man. The Lord is doing it. He's doing a marvelous work. Right. This is why he said this. Let's get that too. Right. Just to prove what I'm saying. This is the book of Zechariah. Right. This is Zechariah. Or is it Zephaniah? Bear with me. Is it Zechariah? Hold on. All right. Salakia. Here we go. Zephaniah 3:8, and it reads, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's all we can do. All we got to do is wait upon the Lord. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, till the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble their kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So it's the Lord's determination to gather the nations, and this is what he's doing. All right, he's setting the teams together. He's setting up the alliances. The nations are coming together. They're making deals with each other to get rid of the petrodollar. All right. That's his determination to gather the nations, man. All right. For what? For the War of Armageddon, World War III. Right. But once again, do you believe us now? Do you believe us yet? Right. So finish out Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38 and verse 8, and it reads, it says, after many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter days thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. All right, going back to pretty much 70 AD. All right, when we were scattered and removed out of the land of Israel. Okay, because in this time now, the Lord is going to judge Israel, the actual country of Israel, with them heathen that are over there. He's going to uproot them heathen out of the land. It says, but it is always Salakia, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend. This is verse 9, Ezekiel 38:9. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, and thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land. All right, because hey, Israel is going to get invaded. It's going to see a nuclear war. All right. It says, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord power, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And the evil thought is what? That Russia is going to send missiles on the West. All right, he's going to blow this whore up. That's the evil thought. Okay. Verse 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. That's America. America represents the land of unwalled villages, meaning America is unprotected. It has no covering. Okay? It's unwalled. It's wide open. Right? That's why when you had Trump in office, what was he trying to do? He was trying to build a wall. Right? He was trying to wall America off from being invaded, from being penetrated. This is that place of unwalled. This is the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. All right, these people that are comfortable in society, that don't have a clue what's getting ready to happen, that don't believe what we're saying. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates, because this place is open. Isaiah 47. Right? Isaiah 47:1, it says, come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, that's America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, no power. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, so this place is about to be touched. Right? Back in Ezekiel 38:12, to take a spoil, and to take a prey, and to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, which is these American cities. All right, these American cities are about to look like how you would see in those documentaries of those wars going on in the Middle East. Right, a third world country, a war zone. All right, that's what's going to play out here on the streets of America sooner than what you realize. Okay, it says, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. So all of them that are at peace and safety, so called. Right, the Lord's about to remove that hedge of protection, if you will. Okay, so anyway, let's get some more scripts. We just in the spirit. Right, let's go to right, this is Ezekiel chapter 7. Before we go there, right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 real quick. All right, because the two videos that I played is talking about what the state of the economy, right, which these people are not prepared to deal with. Ecclesiastes 12:1, and it reads, it says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, talking about now, while the evil days come not. You see, repent, get right with the Lord before the evil days come. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, because the times that the Lord is bringing on the earth are not going to be pleasurable. All right, you're not going to have comfort. You're not going to have peace. You're not going to have safety. All right, that's why you got to seek the Lord in the days of thy youth before the evil days come. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And that's the people that watch over the economy. All right. That's why you got these people all over Fox News, MSN. All right. These so-called financial analysis, these investors. All right. These people who handle the stock market and all of that, Wall Street. All right. They're in a state of trembling because they clearly see that America's economy is on the way out. All right. These small banks are belly undering. All right. They're going under. Right. The big banks are going to be the ones that basically survive the storm, so to speak. All right. But they're coming with the legislation of the CBDC. All right. All those rules and regulations, those guidelines that they have to abide by. And that's what's going to be pushed, which is all going to involve that CHIP, man, that digital device that's going to go under the skin, a new way of buying and selling. In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right, businesses, banks are closing down. People are out of work. People can no longer afford rent and mortgages, man. All right. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. All right. Work is low. People are broke. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. And yeah, and that music right now is totally trash. Right. It's demonic, right? It's even more demonic than it's ever been. And these so-called musicians, rappers, singers, you know, they blatantly, you know, exalt Satan right in your face. You know? So music is even more demonic than it's ever been, man. The daughters of music shall be brought low, man. Right? Ezekiel 7. Let's go there. All right. Ezekiel 7. All right, where we want to start at? Let's start at verse 5. Ezekiel 7:5, it says, thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Shem Awashai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. All right? The morning is come unto thee, all that dwelleth in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense thee for all thy abominations, man. So yeah, like the elder Manatazabah did the lesson, are you surprised at this level of wickedness, man? All right. And this chapter is talking about the judgment that the Lord is going to bring upon Israel. All right. Are you surprised at the level of wickedness that Jake is committing right now, man? All right. Jake, like I did the lesson, Jake's condition, our people's condition is deplorable, man. And the Lord is about to reward all you niggas, all right, for your abominations, man. Right? You niggas want to be on demon time. You niggas living your best life, right? You doing you, all right? Do as thou wilt. You about to be rewarded for all of that, man. See? Because you didn't want to hearken unto the words of the Lord. You despised it. You rejected it. So now, hey, we're in reward season, okay? Heavy judgments are going out, man. And the Lord is going to get with 2/3 of you niggas out there, man, that despise this word. Right? Verse 9. Mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. We just read that, man. 2 Chronicles 15:13. Whoever chooses not to worship the power of Israel, whether small, great, man or woman, shall surely be put to death. Right? The Lord's not playing. Okay? I will not have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations, that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that smiteth. Okay? You're going to know that this is the judgment of the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Right? This is why we're telling you, hey, the Lord is about to get busy on Jake. Okay? Especially the Israelite woman, man. All right? Me and the elder Kazaki Allah was talking last night about that, man. Right? On how the black woman out here, especially the black woman, all right? Really all the women of the tribes, but dealing with Eve especially, man. All right? This damn black woman is on a fucking rampage, man. She's unstoppable. Hey, she's on fire. Like NBA Jam, man. All right? This bitch is bro, like she's possessed right now, man. Right? She's all over the internet doing all types of shit right now, man. Twerking, talking crazy. You know? It's no shame when it comes to the Israelite woman, man. Especially Eve, the black woman, man. So, man, hey, judgment, man. Whoo, shit. Right? Judgment gonna be so severe on you women, man. Oh my God. Right? We about to see Micah. We about to see Micah 7 and we about to see Micah 7 and 10. All right? Come in full effect. She that is my enemy shall see it. All right? The black woman has fully, you know, gave her pledge of allegiance to Satan and the Edomite, man. She's letting the world know who her God is, man. Right? She's unstoppable right now, but in due time, the Lord's gonna bring the sword on your ass, man. Right? Because we get on the Jake man all day, but you women, whoo, shit. Just wait and see. Ezekiel 7 and 10, it says, but behold the day, behold, it has come, the morning is gone forth. The rod has blossomed, pride have budded. Yeah, pride has budded, man. Right? Pride is at maximum levels in the earth, man. Right? Everybody's ungovernable. You can't tell them nothing. Nobody's humble. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's God-fearing. Pride has definitely budded in this society, man. Right? And pride is one of the characteristics that the Most High hates. Right? So all that pride that's going on in the society will be rewarded. Pride has budded. Violence has risen up into a rod of wickedness. Yeah, violence, man. Violence is all over through the land. Murder, theft, robbery. Okay? All that. The love of many shall wax cold, as the scriptures say, man. Okay? These judgments are getting worse. Hey, we just saw the nigga woman shoot her boyfriend or husband on Facebook Live. That was like one of the latest videos that's being talked about, man. Here it is. The Jake man was trying to leave the house, right? But he messed up by arguing with the bitch and her mom, right? He trying to leave the house and shit. Next thing you know, you hear the gunshot and she popped him. Killed him, man. Right? Like I said, hey, the fucking black woman is out of control. She must be stopped. Okay? It says, violence is risen unto a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be any dwelling for them. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. You see that? So the wrath is upon all the multitude, like as the Lord said. And we're coming into a transition of a new buying and selling. Okay? That's what the CBDC is for. The CHIP. All right? This is why you're hearing talks of the paper currency going away. That the power of the US petrodollar is losing dominance. It's about to fall. All right? That's the wrath of the Lord. All right? All those that trust in uncertain riches, as the scriptures say. Ezekiel 7 and 13, for the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life, because this is going to be a terrible time. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go off to battle. And the prophets are out here blowing the trumpet, warning you, but nobody's getting ready for the battle. All right? People are just living their lives. They watch the videos for entertainment. You know? Even, it says that they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. All you people. All you niggas that got something to say, that don't believe, that scoff, that doubt the prophecies. The Lord said his wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. But you still don't believe. And that's fine, right? Because at the end of the day, guess what? We told you, right? You get ready to see that big ass sign, we told you so, put right in your face through the Spirit of the Lord. All right? We told you so through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Verse 15. Ezekiel 7:15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. See? But they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning, everyone for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, all knees shall be weak as water. And that's what's going to happen, right? When they crash the economy, right, and they present this C-hip, all hands are going to be feeble, man. All knees shall be weak as water. These people are going to be in a state of total confusion. Okay, people are going to be panicking. People are going to be losing their goddamn minds when this shit goes down, man. Right? Panic and chaos in the streets. Bank runs, going to the store, snatching shit out the store. Right? That's the fear of the Lord. Verse 18. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. Right? Going into that state of being brought low. All right? Being in that shameful state, not knowing what to do, not having any answers, not having a clue of how to move. That's going to be the state of the people. Right? And you got to envision that in your mind. Right? Imagine the dollar collapsing tomorrow. Imagine waking up in the morning, right, and you hear in the news talking about, like, look, all the banks are shut down. You can't go to the banks and get money out. You can't make no deposits. Imagine what the fuck's going to happen after that, man. Verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold should not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Your money ain't going to save you. All right? At that point, there's nothing you can do, all right, with that paper money. All right? At that point, it's just fucking paper. All right? You might as well just burn it. Throw it out in the streets. Okay? For they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity, man. You see that? Man. Right? And that's pretty much the point. We'll stop there. Right? Yeah, that's pretty much the point. We'll leave it there, man. All right? Do you believe us yet? Right? It's going down, man. You know, so, hey, that's pretty much it. You know, just prepare your mind, body, and spirit for what's going to happen. You know, that's all we can do is give you the warning, man. The Lord said, give them warning from me. So that the blood would be off our hands. Right? So I pray that quick lesson was edifying, man. Hey, stay glued to the news, man. Stay glued to the news. All right? Mainstream, alternative. All right? Research shit, man. Understand what's happening. Look things up. All right? We here, man. The Lord is doing a marvelous work. Sorrow should come upon the world on every side. Thus saith the scriptures, man. So, hey, call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.